Hello everyone! Today I will talk about the factory that I visited, which is the Sony Device Technology Company, and I will present knowledge or important points that my groups have received, summarize, and answer questions for everyone to hear. Here is a list of Group 1 members and their particular responsibilities. Let's get to know the company first before we look at the production data. Sony Group's Japan's largest technology company set up a microchip factory and semiconductors in Thailand to reduce production costs and create a supply chain that is resilient to emergency. By spreading the production base around the world, more widely in the production base area in central Thailand. The new factory will build object capture and image analysis sensors used by some autonomous cars to identify pedestrian and obstacle when complete. Sony's production scale in Thailand will increase by 70% and add 2,000 jobs. Next, SDT device products, categorized into 3 different devices. In the left side, image sensor device, CMOS image sensor for digital camera, large for FA camera, small for security camera, and BMS for automotive products. In the middle, display device, HTPS for projector, AMOLED for EVF or AR/VR. In the right side, RSI device, small and thin RSI for laser diode driver. It is found in the widely known PS5 game console. Next, we read the question section. What is the factory constraint concerning between demand and supply? The limitations of the factory include the fact that 100% of the raw materials used for production are imported. If there are transportation issues or a need to order goods in advance, it directly affects the production process. What is the problems have already been solved and current problems? 1. In 2011, the large-scale flooding in Thailand heavily damaged the facility at Sony Device Technology. Floods fixed by raising the factory floor level 2.5 meters and increasing the height of the production line 40 centimeters. 10 years later, Sony Device Technology is taking on a new challenge to address climate change, becoming the first Sony Group manufacturing site in Southeast Asia to operate its facility using 100% renewable energy. A healthy global environment is vital for a company to continue business operations in a sustainable manner. 2. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the business has been slightly affected due to the recognition and repetition of the factories in this field. The demand didn't decrease. However, there has been an increase in stock adjustments. The company has checked with the material suppliers to see if they have shut down production in order to assess the lead time for ordering and stocking. In terms of staff, there have been cases of units that have required work stoppage of 5 to 25%. The company will prioritize the importance of product and assign those who are available to work on the surgical products first. There will be adjustments made to allow for work from home, and employees may be asked to work overtime voluntarily to compensate for the loss of production capacity. 3. The problem of power outage. Power flickering is a major issue caused by the unreliable power system in Thailand. It occurs twice a month on average and directly affects the automation PLC system, which had a high loop count. If there is a voltage fluctuation of 25 milliseconds, the system will shut down, requiring 3 hours to recover the line and set up the machine. Right now, the problem is fixed by using UPS battery types. Identification of stakeholders, such as suppliers, customer, import, export activities. The raw materials are imported 100% from the company in Japan and exported for further assembly, because Sony Device Technology doesn't manufacture end products for export. Around 95 to 98% of the exports go to foreign companies. while 2 to 3% go to customer company in Thailand, while the main customer being a camera manufacturing company. And next, insights into main activity encompassing. Plan. Production planning is provided by the parent company, Sony Sales. Production is based primarily on customer demand, forecast demand, cashier demand, and inventory stock. And there is protection against product inadequacy. Next, source. The raw materials imported from Japan are outsourced by outsourcing operators from the outsourced company, and the readiness and quality of the supplier are constantly evaluated. Next, make. Manufacturing is a made-to-order OB and factory. Machine maintenance is caused by taking past machine breakdown data and identifying the cause of product failure to analyze the problems and determine the PM making cycle. Deliver. Products are imported from Japan. Raw materials are stored for production in order to meet the customer needs. The product is shipped in a clean room environment of 1000. Sony Thai provides convenience to customers through dealer store nationwide. By handling the product, it will be packed to withstand shock and packed completely to prevent air or dust from passing into the lens. And the last one is return. Most of the waste comes from the environment, such as dust, so the level of the clean room must be controlled to meet standards to reduce the waste generated. Perform daily basic machine operation checks, or that everyone calls daily PM, to prevent machine malfunctions. CRC is carried out to inquire about customer satisfaction and feedback to further improve production. The examination of customer satisfaction. Sony has CRS for additional needs and customer satisfaction for the year. This includes evaluating the quality and condition of purchased raw materials, as well as determining if the export process can meet customer requirements. Evaluation of safety, environmental conditions, and overall cleanliness. Have training provided to employees on safety measures, including the use of the lockout/tagout. Inside the machine, there is an interlock system to prevent accidents when the machine is accidentally turned on or left on. There are tapes placed on different levels of the floor, especially near edges or corners that may be bumped into to prevent accidents. Environmental conditions. The air and temperature inside the room with the machinery are controlled according to standards. The lighting inside the factory is suitable for work. Next, cleanliness. A production machine is used inside the room where the machinery operates to prevent dust or contaminants from entering and mixing with the products. There are also changeable shoes for walking inside the factory to prevent the interaction of dirt. When transporting equipment for production, they must pass through a pass box for cleaning and dust removal using air blowers. An organized system where the machinery is arranged without blocking the walkways. Next, assessment of the visual management system. Provide a clear explanation of the work process and separate the important tasks so that employees can understand and perform their work well. Employees should also be able to identify any abnormalities in the work process. There is a glass partition in the machine room to observe and send information to the company in Japan. There are yellow and black strip symbols on different levels of the floor, or on protruding beams, and there are red signs indicating fire exits, making it easier to identify and locate them visually. Next, review of the production scheduling system. The scheduling will be determined by the company in Japan, and production will be done in excess of the specified amount. Production will be organized according to the existing products continuously for 24 hours, and products ordered by customer will be made separately in a different room. An analysis of space utilization within the factory, including material flow, the arrangement of machinery in a straight line to optimize space utilization. the flow of material as they are fed into the machinery, with material flowing along the line and complete product coming out. Inventory management, covering raw materials, work in process, and finished goods. Work in process items waiting to be processed in order to complete the work. The finished products will be delivered to customers for their further use. Next, observation of teamwork and motivation amongst the workforce. Cash reward for continuous work for 5 years, 10 years, and 15 years, and etc. Organize events for employees to participate in festivals such as New Year's Day and Songkran days. Overtime pay and diligence allowance. A company transportation service for employees. Various insurance benefits, example health insurance. Employees can purchase Sony product as employee price. Promote languages learning by providing partial financial assistance. Financial assistance for various needs, such as travel expense, meals, medical expense, support for exercise, and holidays accommodation. Retirement fund. Inspections of machinery and equipment condition and maintenance. Maintenance of machinery involves considering how much attention each part of the machine needs in order to determine the inspection. TPM, or Total Productive Maintenance, is implemented such as involving operators in machine care. Regular daily inspection of the basic machinery or daily PM to prevent breakdowns. Management of complexity and variability within the factory. Manage the machine in a continuous long line. Increase stock during time of crisis. Modify production plans to allocate personnel to more important tasks if there is a shortage of personnel. And finally, assessment of quality management related to standards and systems. Final check for scratches, breakage, or shipping before packing into the box. Using a computer system to check the product by comparing the quality of the product with the established standards. Thank you for watching our group's presentation about our tour of the Sony device technology company.